I was thinking of, maybe doing a Fear playthrough, maybe, maybe a maybe a Doom playthrough or something. I will be doing newer games as well, so there is that. I mean, my PC's definitely capable of that. Um, I just need to see what people enjoy really, what's good recording material, what's worth recording. I mean, when the original Fear was released, that was pretty much a one of the best looking games at the time. I mean, Fear 2 and Fear 3, they're pretty much not worth getting at all. I I played them all. I played the Fear and all the expansion packs, even though company said they don't exist anymore. I played Fear 2, which was terrible. Fear 3 wasn't much better. Crowbarred in a co-op element, and you either play it as a generic first-person shooter or an overpowered ghost. These little lambda symbols, they signify weapon caches. They're usually left by resistance members. It's also an achievement to find all of those in the game. I think there's about 48 or so. There are some. I believe someone's gone through already, and there's probably a guide for that already. Someone's probably found them all. I mean, they're really easy to find anyway if you know this game back to front, like me.
Hey, you're Freeman, aren't you? We got word you were coming. You got here at a bad time.
Black Mesa East to Station 6. Do you read? Dr. Freeman is on his way downriver. Lend him the airboat and give him all the help you can. Repeat, Gordon Freeman has returned. It is critical he reaches Black Mesa East.
Better get going now. They're shelling us!
Let's just get through this area as fast as possible. Just duke and drive the zombies and the electricity, preferably without getting hit by it. So I did a terrible job. So I've never been up. I don't even know if it's possible. I've never been up here, so I'm just gonna see if. Ah, fuck it. I'll do that in my own time. So this is the start of the airboat section, and it's quite a lengthy section. I think it's kind of 50-50 whether you like it or not. I mean, it controls like arse. And I mean, you can pretty much play this entire airboat section with two fingers, forward and left and right. But yeah, thanks for watching. Sticking with me. Hopefully I'll get better in due time. I'm hoping this comes out at a reasonable quality as well. But if you do see this and there's like a specific type of game, I mean, that you like, or then I'll try and cover it. I will try and do all the latest games and stuff, but currently I'm between work and I can't afford to buy the newest new games, I tend to have to wait for a sale of some sort on Steam. There's one on now currently, the Lunar Sale, I think, new Lunar Sale or something like that. It's okay. I mean, there's nothing from it. There's not really a lot to do from an interactive standpoint. It's kind of just click on the tags. Oh, do you like driving games or do you like fighting games? And you click on one of the tags, and then it brings up all the driving or fighting games. It's okay. I bought a couple of things, but there's an interesting thing about the zombie audio moans. It's actually, I'm sure most people probably know this by now, but it's actually, if you play the audio backwards, it's actually some guy screaming, "Oh God, help me, please help me," as opposed to what it sounds like now when it's played. I mean, currently it's played backwards now, but the way it's in game at the moment, it kind of sounds like the zombie screaming about his icing, or at least I always found that. But then maybe I'm just mental. Well, I mean, there's no maybe about that, but maybe I'm the only person that hears that. I don't do online games as much. I mean, I'll give them a go. You know, if that's what people want. You know, I'm merely doing this for fun, really. But you know, if that's the, you know, I'm all open to suggestions and criticism, and you know, if people want a specific game, and I'll take a look at it. I can't say I'll be any good at them personally, but I tend to find I'm better than most people. Although talking and recording, talking and playing all at the same time has diminished my skill somewhat. Although I know that sounds like an abuse and an excuse, and you probably won't believe that until you try it yourself, because honestly I didn't believe it until today. So yeah, but if you know, if there's stuff you guys want, I'll gladly take a look at it, see what it's like, give it a go. I plan on doing some reviews as well. I mean, they're not going to be anything flashy, so you know, it's not going to be like your IGN. Although I tend to give, you know, reviews that actually make sense. I'm not just going to give everything a 10 because it's Call of Duty, and a 5 for everything else. I've got a couple of few reviews on my Steam page. Some of my opinions are popular. Some people aren't too fond of them. There's an interesting thing about the Citadel design. It was designed to be like it was, ridiculously tall, because they wanted the developers at Valve wanted that thing to be visible from every location in the game, which it pretty much is, except for obviously when you're in the underground caves and stuff. But everywhere in City 17 you can see it. So at some point in the game, if you look in the skybox somewhere, you'll be able to see it. Now, Dr. Breen, he's kind of a new character. Well, he's a new character for Half-Life 2. Supposedly he was in Half-Life 1 as the administrator. So he sort of ran Black Mesa, the day-to-day operations and stuff. Although he was never, you never saw him in game in the first Half-Life. That was an accident. Sometimes my finger decides to push a button when I don't want it to. Yes, the airboat chapter, the vehicle chapters, the airboat chapter, and the little buggy chapter are some people's worst parts of the game. I don't really think that's the worst part of the game. I think the worst part is towards the end, before you get into the Citadel. The sort of when you get into Overwatch Nexus and stuff, where you've got the suppression cannon, you know, firing from the rooftop of City Hall. I always find that bit most boring. Those sort of chapters, you know, anti-system 1, that sort of thing. I always found those to be the worst, the weaker chapters of the game. I mean, Ravenholm is probably my favourite. Although this game was released before zombies were oversaturated now. I mean, every game, or every other game, has zombies in it these days. Invisible wall, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't know whether to stick these in 20-minute sections. Would people prefer them in 20-minute sections like everybody else, or would you prefer them in, you know, hour long sections? I mean, it depends on what it's like uploading. This first video is going to be my sort of test upload. To see what it's like. I don't know how much space. This is probably going to take up a ridiculous amount of space. We're just about coming up to the hour mark now. So either whenever I find a decent spot to save, or when I die, I shall stop. But yes, it's been fun for me, at least. I mean, I'm the one playing the game. But yeah, criticism, you know, negative, bad, negative or good comments, you know, or everything helps. or if you just want to tell me to F off and that you hate my voice, you know, that's perfectly understandable. At least you don't have to live with this voice. You've only got to put it up with it for, well, an hour at the most. Now, luckily there is a supply drop just here, which I can get some health, hopefully. And also, would you guys prefer like a blind playthrough where I don't know, you know, any of the game, or would you prefer me to, you know what I'm doing? Because I know when some people play the games, they spend like 10 or so minutes trying to figure out a simple puzzle, and everyone's like, you know, complaining at and screaming at the monster to tell them just do that simple thing. Usually with puzzles, I'm fairly good, so there's that. But you know what I mean. Some people just don't have an aptitude for puzzles. Yeah, I'll be doing these mostly. I plan on doing them every Tuesday or so. That's the best time for me when it comes to recording. Weekends as well. Friday, Saturday. Those are also good days for me to record. And then I'll try and get some sort of schedule going. You know, like a let's play and an achievement guide for that game. That's what I'll be doing after I finish this. I'll be recording some just a couple of guides for some of the achievements in this game, but that'd be a separate video. So you know, if you haven't got any of the achievements, or you don't know how to, I mean, this game's got really easy. Nobody should really struggle with this. The only one that might be difficult is a couple of the hidden Easter egg ones, where you've got to find the hidden Vortigon, the singing Vortigon. The finding all the weapon caches. That might be difficult for some people if you don't know the game back to front, like me. Now I'm going to do a cheeky quick save because I haven't saved it yet since I started. That wasn't supposed to happen. I'm gonna need bollocks. See if I can get this bastard. Fuck. Alright, well I'll give it another go, but I might leave it there. I've kind of screwed myself on the health situation, so I'll have to get some more health next time. Cock. Yeah, no, I'm going to leave it there because I've got absolutely no health. Thanks for viewing this video. If you managed to make it this far, I appreciate it. And yes, hopefully I'll be able to upload and have a regular schedule. There's nothing worse than when someone says they're going to do stuff and then says they're going to upload and stuff, and then it turns out that they haven't uploaded the last 4 months or something like that. But yeah, that was it. So thanks for watching, and I shall leave it there.